Just hiding behind the washing machine. She just sleeps behind there now, and I don't know what to do.
Nothing. She sleeps where she wants.
Test.
That is no longer your house. That is her
Testing.
house.
Hey,
Hello.
Passing.
Fucking finally. Fuck. I fucked up my second monitor fixing this cunt mic. I hate Skype so much, Casey.
I didn't build it.
No, but you keep using it.
Well, yeah. I haven't found a better alternative.
Don't say it, Seeger. Don't say it.
Seeger doesn't have his cam, so he can't see the look of restraint.
Oh, hang
on
on.
his...
Doc isn't here. Go ahead, Seeger. Go on a 15-minute rant. I will just head to the bathroom in the meantime. Oh. Yeah. Oh, we lost Jamie.
Oh, well, it's no great loss.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. It's a funny thing.
Yeah, the thing is, that would be an issue if I was actually worried about insulting Jamie when hearing it.
Oh, that's funny.
But, you know, I mean, it's not.
It's actually a reference to a completely different thing, but it actually also worked in this particular situation, which is also fun.
Yeah, anything that gives me an excuse to insult Jamie is well worth
Oh.
it.
See, back in the day, whenever someone wasn't picking up, we just spammed where the bitch is at in the chat until they picked up. But now it also worked out because Jamie hung up that exact point where I posted that. So it's like a double win.
So I heard a
It works
rumor.
on different levels.
Oh, rumors. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we were gonna face like a giant kraken or something.
No.
It's not a rumor, it's a possibility.
You shut up.
Very real possibility.
How do you hear a rumor in a group of 6 people that is about those 6 people?
Very
I think that's how
careful.
rumors work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, very carefully.
It's a rumor.
Is Kim a spy?
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a Norwegian that has lived part of my life in Sweden, part of my life in Germany, and now I'm in England.
All you had to say was Norwegian. We knew you were suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Also, speaking of German, do you know the word for birth control pills in German?
Actually, I
Fucking
don't.
what?
No, I don't.
It is hilarious. It is. I'm not going to try and pronounce it because I will butcher it, but there you go. I'm not even joking.
Anti-Barbie-pillen.
Yeah.
Now, if
That's
you
the-
are
that's the actual
Swedish, that's kind of funny.
It's funny to me. It's what it is. It's an anti-baby pill.
No, I mean, Germans are famous for saying things how they are.
Jamie, that is the German word for birth control pills. I had to Google it myself to make sure it wasn't like a photo.
Yeah, I also need to double check.
Yeah.
So
No,
it's
it's
not
real.
like a bullshit check
It's not.
first. I won't
what I
take
did
it at
before I-
face value. It's like
I saw the picture.
Jamie is muted, and that makes all things well. That expression. Yes, she cannot speak.
I just love that that's what that is.
The perfect Jamie is the one who cannot speak to us.
we still.
I was going to
continue.
defend her there, but nah, come first.
Hey, Jamie, have you tried turning it off and on again?
That was a no, which means she lost at PC whatsoever, or computering. Nope. She's clawing her eyes out.
Well, it does look like she's on the toilet. Don't we all do that on the toilet?
Claw your eyes out? No. I don't.
I let the hot sauce do that for me.
Your eyes? You're doing it wrong.
Wait. You're on the toilet. How did you
All
get
of you are
eyes?
doing everything wrong. One dude is clawing them out on the toilet. The other one is doing it with hot sauce. You're both doing it wrong.
Or maybe you aren't doing it right.
No, I'm very sure I'm doing it right.
Whatever
Your eyes-
works, I mean.
Your eyes look perfectly
Who are we
healthy.
to
I don't
judge?
believe you.
I mean, who are we to judge whatever works?
That's me.
Hot sauce fixes everything.
Judging quite efficiently, quite brutally.
Often and always.
High levels of
I
judgment.
mean, you can judge as much as you want. The care factor is still going to be equal to whatever I gave Casey about reading whatever was up there.
Oh. Mm. Also,
I'm still stuffing my face, by the way.
Me too.
I ate 2 pieces of pizza before we started this.
When do you quit, Casey? 4? Well, not quit. Sorry. When does your work day end?
Hey, dog.
I finish at 4:30.
Oh, 4. Okay.
Hey, dog.
Oh,
And
now we're waiting on Jamie.
if you ask, I want to ask. I want to check this. So if you say 4:30, what time is that, Madman?
4:30. Our time?
No, 4:30. What time is that?
Like the expression.
4:30. 15:30.
Nope. It's 16:30, and it drove me insane trying to learn that. Because they say
Oh,
half.
okay, yeah.
It's annoying as hell. 'Cause
Okay,
all
I understand now what you
They
mean.
say it in such a weird way, and we Scandinavians know that 4:30 means 15:30, not bloody 16:30.
Well, why would 4:30 be 3:30?
Because it's half a 4.
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh, no.
half 2.
Half of 4 would be 2.
It's 4:30.
No. It's like you have
No,
like
no.
you have a 4.
I'm-
it's a big
I'm
4,
pretty
and
sure,
you have
Madman.
half of it.
It
I'm
took me
pretty
fucking
sure,
Okay.
forever.
Madman, that
Shut
It
up.
needs to be
It's-
100%.
It's supposed to be half till 4 or half to 4, not half 4.
No, the actual
The expression
statement,
was
no,
just
the
flat ass
actual-
wrong.
No, the actual statement is 4:30.
Yeah.
Makes
you're
sense.
speaking semantics, for fuck's sake. The point was it's missing half the fucking sentence.
Fuck.
No,
Face
it's missing a
is
third.
missing half a sentence.
Shut up.
Fuck.
It's missing a third.
Fuck.
Yes,
fuck,
we
fuck,
can hear
fuck.
you.
Okay, thank you.
No, I'll,
Shit.
Damn it,
Ah,
you ruined it.
sorry. I realized it when I said it.
You didn't realize the rest of us were just ignoring her the whole time.
Yeah.
Wait! My fucking microphone was working
No,
the
it
whole
wasn't.
time.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
They're being
It wasn't.
Wasn't?
Damn it, you guys! Now when I was in on it, you weren't.
No, because we're wasting a lot of time.
We're still
We're not
waiting for
wasting time.
Oh,
Stop.
Sega baby, calm down.
Scott's here now.
Deep breaths.
Okay, is everyone here now?
Nah. Not mentally. Not emotionally.
Well, we'll be here forever if we wait for that.
Yeah, if we're waiting for people to be emotionally here, we're doomed.
Oh,
So, I believe we left off just after quite a tense moment of cold water swimming.
Wasn't tense at all.
I just almost died 3 times.
Yeah, a bit of cold water swimming involving axes and spears and things.
As you do.
And you are all on the boat.
Mm-hmm. I had begun to attempt to process the 2 baby krakens.
Where's that?
About, I got an 11.
Where did we say that the axe ended up in the end?
With Aldrin.
Yeah, Doc currently has it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The axe ended up back in Aldrin's possession.
Mm-hmm.
Aldrin is Doc, right?
Aldrin is
Yep.
Doc.
Yes.
Ah, cool.
Doc is Aldrin. More
You
accurately.
can see that if you look at the thing and it says Aldrin and then in
The
Doc.
requirements are high.
Yes, I know. Visual reading.
Yeah.
Casey?
Yep.
My favorite enemy is beasts, and I'm spending a minute concentrating, so I'll know if they're within 5 miles.
Okay. Is that continuous?
It's near the bottom.
1 interrupted minute concentration. You can sense whether they are present within 5 miles of you. Yeah, it reveals them as a ping. It's not continuous.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He's pinging.
So, let's see.
You just get like 20 pings all around you.
Oh, you do the alien thing, like bing. They're getting closer. Bing. They're in the nets. Bing. They're in this room.
I'm just checking because because of how Fenris works, I am going to consider Krakens to be a beast for the purposes of this. Technically, according to the Monsters Manual, they're monstrosities, but they are natural beasts of this world, so I'm gonna say that's fine. Let's see. It tells you
5 miles. Should be a lot of them,
if
right?
they're present, their numbers, and the creature's general direction and distance.
2 miles that way, 1 mile that way, 4 miles that way.
And there's a planet-sized one beneath us. Shit.
Oh my god, the planet is just a giant kraken.
10 feet that way.
Just a second.
And for some reason, 20 feet that way.
Yeah. What the fuck?
What?
Okay, within 5 miles, I'm gonna list it out. Are sharks beasts? Just a second. I'm just looking at what other beasts you would detect in the area as well.
Sure. In the meantime, maybe I can. Like all of us are kind of done winding from the battle, and Harald will turn to Aldrin and say, "You are also corrupted by magic."
I am not corrupted. I am a sanctioned wizard.
If
That
you
means is I am given the right to use magic by the gods themselves.
magic is a curse, and you have been touched by it. the gods might approve of you not being corrupted, but it is in itself a curse. You might know about our world, but do you know about our ways? There's a reason why we do what we do.
I know plenty about your struggles.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I know plenty about your struggles. I was once a Thousand Sons member, and we were fighting the chaos as well.
Then,
But I tell you, I am sanctioned. There is no, what's the word? Risk. There is no risk of me being corrupted.
there's always a risk. Anyone can always be corrupted. It's all a matter of temptation.
Do you think if I was surrounded by my allies, my brothers, who did fall to that temptation, the people that I spent my life with, that I fought many battles with, and yet I did not fall to temptation. I left because I believed in the Allfather. I believed in what his teachings were. Do you truly believe that I would fall to corruption here?
You misunderstand. I know that you fell from the stars. I know that you did not turn as your brothers did. And I know that the gods have given you their favor. But the people we're going to meet right now, they don't know any of this. And I will tell you right now, if I were their shaman, I would not believe it either. I would just see one shaman ruling a small clan, leading a small score of survivors from some kind of destruction or maybe exile.
Or
Do you
maybe
know about
we
the
caused it.
Exactly. Do you know about the rainbow serpents, the sky talkers, the vulture clan? Every time a clan has been extinct, every time a shaman has ruled a clan, it has been because the clan has been extinct, either by its own volition or by the gods themselves. If we were to go there and tell them that we are an exception to our history, they will not take us in. They might even try to kill us.
That's you, right, Batman?
Huh? That's me saying this.
Yeah, but
Yes.
the one I'm pinging is you.
I
Yes.
don't.
Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm gonna take a piece of my ration and throw it at you.
He'll ignore that.
Um,
And as I do, I'm gonna say, sometimes you talk too much. And I'm gonna throw another one.
I punch you.
You what?
I punch you.
No, you don't.
Well, I try to.
Yeah, go for it.
Roll the attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
as soon as I can find it. But regardless, I'm just gonna say it probably misses, but he's going to basically just say, "Watch your mouth, outsider. Our shaman speaks, and you listen."
I'm gonna snort at him. Like, you know, when you to put up one finger to one of your nose tips, and then just I'm gonna go like that.
6. Not.
So drop your axe again, weakling.
I don't need my axe to kill you, puny man.
The rest of us sticks here wants to live. This is why I'm bringing this up.
Shaman, I mean no disrespect, and I'm gonna look at this to the person.
The jerky kind of falling off his like shoulder, like yeah, no disrespect.
But you, like I said, you talk too much. You talk of things you do not know. Living in this world, you will not understand because you have not seen death as I have. The only way to survive in this world is to be tougher than the life that has been given to you. So if you want to prove yourself to the other clans, or if you want to survive, then you can't rely on other clans. You need to rely on your own hands.
Then why should we go to another clan then?
For one
Why
reason,
don't you jump in the water, outsider? Rely on yourself.
I already have. It was
And
quite
we
cold. You
saved
wanna
you.
try?
Okay.
We saved you.
Everyone, I'm just saying.
No,
we
the
need
chosen
to-
saved me.
We need to know what to say and do when we arrive, otherwise it will have our heads.
If this damn fool doesn't ruin everything, I have a rapport with them. I've hunted several times.
Yes.
Maybe
rapport.
killed a few of them, but you know how that goes.
Do you know how to kill?
If you
I don't
keep
know if
pushing him,
That's enough. That's enough.
I
he's
look over
holding
at Kay.
his weapon.
You've already tried punching me twice. You've taken my weapon and acted like an ass. Of course I'm gonna be an ass in return.
I look at Kane and I'm like, I'm so sorry. They're usually not like this. It's just-
Oh, I'm not even by you. I'm over.
Yeah.
I'm over by the 2 dead baby krakens, skinning them or attempting to.
Yeah, we're only like this when most of our clan dies. It's fine.
And when you act dishonorably as hell. But
Yeah. I mean, Harald will sit down again and just say full for thought.
In the midst of all of this, you kind of hear a low kind of grumbling voice from the back of the boat, as Bob just kind of enters the conversation and just kind of mumbles, "It's amazing that anyone has survived this world." Looking at the natives.
I look at him
I'm
and I
gonna chuckle a
shrug.
bit. I'll start
I look at
eating
him and I shrug.
So, I'm gonna stand up. Chosen, I'm gonna be doing like a, the stretch where we go.
Huh?
I told that to Aldrin.
No, we didn't hear that because he was
No.
coughing.
Oh.
Sorry, my fault.
Chosen. And while it's, they do the left and right stretch. Where are we going?
We are still going to the tribe.
Why?
So that we can acquire sources and help.
Sources?
So that we can acquire food and shelter.
We have food. I'm gonna point at some of the dead kraken.
Iceberg just shakes his head.
Mm.
Keeps staring out of the waters.
Good God, I'm just like, well, this is an animal, so I better tell me
Shaman,
now.
Mm.
please let me speak to the tribe when we get there.
The Jarl will need to decide what to tell this clan. If we should tell them what
He's
really
not
happened.
our Jarl.
We didn't decide that.
He's not even a Fenris. How can he be our Jarl? He doesn't know our ways.
Then challenge him.
You realize I am right here.
Kind of talking past
Looks
you.
back and effectively repeats himself. You don't know our ways.
I will be quite frank with you right now. Your ways mean shit. Survival is everything.
That is our way.
That is our way.
Dumbass.
Well, one wouldn't think it.
Then why all of the fuss about the axe? About constantly looking for dishonor and honor and all of
He
that.
doesn't like outsiders.
And outsiders, yes.
This
Why all
one
of that?
lets his
Are
brothers
those your
die.
ways?
Oh, he doesn't like the fact that I hunted a bigger beast than he will ever do. And I slayed it with my own bare hands.
Sure
Sticks.
you did.
You fell into
A
the
liar.
last round. Maybe you shouldn't.
You
I
let
actually-
your
that's a
friends
part of my-
die while you ran. That's what happened. Coward.
Then why do I carry this? I'm gonna take out the tooth.
The tooth of what?
I don't know.
Cool.
Tooth of a beast.
No, tooth of the beast.
Like, you know, a beast.
Sorry.
Beast.
Awkward.
This Casey will have to explain how big it is, but I don't think it's small.
What creature was it again?
The one that killed the entire tribe.
No, I know, but I gave you the name of the creature, and I can't
Oh
remember.
shit! You did.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about a tooth. You could have gotten it anywhere.
It should be something famous.
He pulls out his glaive, which is the jaw of a quite large, or not a jaw, but the horn of a razor elk. A razor
Okay.
horn elk.
Guys, I didn't want to turn this into a piss contest. I just wanted to point out that if a clan were to go there and say that the
Yeah.
leader is also a shaman, and we have several shamans, we might just get killed on the spot. That was the only thing I wanted to bring up.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
why-
I know.
that's why
I know.
he's saying-
I know. I'm making it difficult. It's actually a bit on purpose as well.
Yeah.
Just if we say, well, we're a clan of magic users, they say,
That-
oh shit.
That is
Every
the,
time that
the
has
beast
happened,
that
that's-
the tooth is from.
Well, we have no proof of that. It is from a Fenrisian horned beast.
Yeah.
Not exactly that creature.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a way to tell
Well, no,
that.
those are a breed of creature.
Right. Either way.
Yeah.
It's just a big tooth.
I mean, Harald has said his piece. He just wanted to point out what could happen if we tell them the whole truth. And he sits down and, I don't know, rests so he gets his hit points back.
I'm gonna.
Dragons are bitches.
So I'm gonna jump away from this bloody hunter that's continuously.
I'm trying to figure out how to say in Aldrin speak, stop your shit, you fucking cockmongrel.
I'm gonna tear down the pants and stand there peeing.
But I don't know how to
You're
say
peeing on the boat?
No,
But
the
how
backside.
that.
about
No,
Okay.
into the ocean.
Okay.
perhaps
you,
we should turn?
you know the whole going up,
Uh-uh.
taking up your pants and like just going, and then looking over your shoulder and going, yeah, I'm doing that.
Anyway.
Taking off your pants? Is that what you said?
How
Like
long
a kid
until
just
we're
unbuckling his
how long
aluminum
until we're
strap.
at the tribe, Casey?
And 2 weeks, dude.
Yeah, you're on,
Okay, then
you're on
can
day
we go-
1 of
2 weeks of
14.
this awkwardness.
Yeah.
If we haven't killed each other by then, it's like it's all good.
Me? What the fuck, me? What the fuck are you talking
You
about?
started it.
Yeah, you
I
guys,
was so-
you guys have 13 more days on this boat.
I just wanted to bring up a very valid point because it wasn't an issue until we suddenly had a bunch of magic users on a little boat.
Seeger, there's no way we're not going to talk more because there's still obviously a problem. So why don't we just get it done with now at the beginning of the session before we continue? Can we do that? I know you want to like race off and into the combat and all that shit, but we need to do it.
No, I don't want to race off into the combat. I want to stop. Like, he's said his piece. He's called him a coward.
Yeah, Harold has, but my character hasn't.
Go ahead, Doc.
I'm gonna
Say
put some
your
popcorn on.
So yeah, my character Aldrin goes over to you after this is all blown over, and I bring you aside,
Ooh.
and I say
Who?
to Seeger.
Iceberg.
Yeah, Iceberg. Do you even care of me bringing you aside? Do you even?
He'll acknowledge you. I mean, he's not listening to you. You're not his Jarl. So he's not gonna just outwardly respect you or fear you, but
Okay.
he's gonna acknowledge you, certainly.
Okay. I say, look, I don't care if you acknowledge me as your Jarl. I was just thrust upon this, and I'm trying to do my best here. But your attitude is not conducive, or it's not good for the survival of everybody. You're being extremely hostile towards everyone,
Oh,
except for Harold.
sorry.
Wait.
Our
to be
entire
fair,
village was just blown to pieces.
Oh,
he hasn't
but
been
it's been
hostile
more
at
than
all.
12 hours.
Hostility.
it's been more than 12 hours though, so get over it. I mean, boo-hoo.
Oh, you guys.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. I mute myself so I can.
No, I mean, he's said that. I mean, it's not really much beyond that. He's fucking blew up his town in his eyes. He doesn't really have much reason to be forthright, basically, to be respectful
Okay.
of you.
No problem. Never mind then. Let's continue. I'm gonna go over to Bob and just sort of sit down.
Yeah. I will say by this point that Toucan is wrapped in layers and layers of cloaks because after being in the water he was very cold. And in fact, Kim...
I was planning to change my equipment, but I haven't gotten to word yet.
Yeah.
I got 3 sets of clothes. I was planning to change my clothing set.
Yeah. Well, I will say that after being in the water, give me one Constitution save.
Yep. Where?
Batman, you're muted.
But we have advantage on that, right?
If you're wearing your armor, yes, you do.
Yes, I am. So yes, I
I'm
do.
thinking about the feet.
Oh yeah, no, the feat gives it to you.
You have advantage on stamina, which is still wrong. Saving throws to resist magic or no magical effects stemming from exposure to cold.
Yep, that's fine. Yeah.
So I got 16.
Okay.
Done.
You are cold, but you managed to stave off any ill effects from it.
This ain't nothing. It's just Fenrisian.
Yeah. Toucan, on the other hand, does not look as well off. He is under a mass of blankets and shivering and not looking at all happy with life.
Wait, Toucan, did you take your clothes off?
You pulled his clothes off.
You ripped his clothes off.
You stripped him nude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you forgot that, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a little bit rapey.
No, I wasn't there for the end of the last session.
I gotta say.
No. This is before you left.
You told us that you stripped him nude as you left.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
I said
you
to
did.
ask him.
Yes, you
you
did.
No,
You said
Yes, you
get his
did.
clothes
Yes,
off.
yes,
You
you
said
did,
get
you
his
did.
clothes.
I'm
You said
gonna
you
take
get
his
That
clothes
is
clothes off.
Yeah,
that is
whatever.
the last thing
You
you said, Jamie.
ordered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got
Don't
a
try
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, okay, that's a bit. He's like child sized. You think it's a child, and you're just ripping clothes off.
No, he's the
Yeah.
man of not growing.
Ah, yeah,
Oh,
right,
that's right.
right.
Yeah,
Man of
because he
not
has a
growth.
beard.
I'll give him a big hug then and try to warm him up.
Yeah.
Just go like this, rubbing his sides,
Yeah.
trying to heat the man of not growing up.
Yeah. I mean,
At this rate, you'll never grow.
Yeah,
Winter's
you've seen it
Some-
before, and as long as he keeps wrapped up and keeps warm, he'll be fine. He's just not very happy right now.
He's dying. Nothing that can be helped,
So
guys.
pessimistic.
And Bob has still been the one left on the rudder at the moment.
I'm gonna look about opening these crates throughout the first day.
Mm-hmm. All right, these were. Let me remind myself.
They had been sealed shut. That was about it.
Yeah, I rolled what was actually in them, and I can't remember what it was now. I'm trying to find it. How many crates was it you got?
3.
4? Oh.
Just give me a second.
Is it okay? I kind of know the answer to this, but is it a stupid idea to make like a mini campfire on a boat?
Yes.
Carry on. And I
No,
didn't ask
actually,
that.
these boats do actually have a facility for that. I mean,
Yeah, I
there
mean, I'm
is-
thinking like it's like wind shielded. It maybe has some stones in the bottom so it doesn't spread to the boat itself.
Yeah, and plus the boat's probably soaking wet. We're on the ocean. It's not
Yeah.
going to be dry.
Still got sails and other things.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if real
Don't let the fire
boats,
get that high.
Ba-
You make a
basically,
fire that big, will throw you off the boat.
Anyway, it works.
yeah, basically what you have is you have a small stone fire pit near the back of the boat that is basically suspended on a dried hide so that it could actually be cut free and dropped into the water rather than
Yeah.
interfere
I'm just
with
gonna light it
Mhm.
with magic.
Okay.
I'm spending 6 psi points. I'm kidding.
It will be the best fire you've ever seen.
The remainder of this day passes without incident. I'm assuming that some of
No
these
shit.
conversations occur over the course of the day. They're not necessarily all at once.
Our conversation is very cold.
Fair enough. Yeah, no,
Thank
I
you.
was ignoring that joke.
Straight. I didn't ignore my joke.
That evening, what is the travel plan that evening?
It wasn't even funny.
No, it wasn't.
The travel plan.
Mm-hmm.
It-
Is someone relieving Bob, who's been
well,
stood at
oh.
the door all day? Or
I'll
Is
relieve him
someone-
eventually.
No, no.
is everyone just going to
did
go
I-
to sleep and let the boat drift? I mean,
No, I mean,
No, I would
No,
actually.
Did I find out what the crates are?
give me a. Well, okay, yeah, we'll go to that before we get to the evening. How are you trying to open the crates?
Okay. I'm trying to open them with a crowbar.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Steer.
10. I get a 4.
With a 10, you do quickly realize that the hinge and the opening around the hinge is completely fused together.
Okay.
So a crowbar is not necessarily going to pry it open. You're probably more likely to have to break into these rather than pry them open.
Okay. In that case, what I will do is I will use that's psychic damage, isn't it? Can't exactly use it on psychic. I will use
Will it break
Chromatic-
to someone hitting it, Casey?
It may.
Okay.
I will use chromatic orb fire try and melt the what's it called? The metal part of it.
Okay. Roll me your damage on Chromatic Orb.
21.
Nice. You start trying to melt the metal portion of it, and you eventually do. Roll me another intelligence check.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Wait.
nice.
He's using spells, isn't he?
He has
Chromatic
a
Orb.
ball of fire that he is
Yeah,
using
but-
to melt the crate open, yes.
Yeah, but we have already established that
I know.
he's a shaman too.
But I've never seen a shaman do that.
Well, I mean, you haven't seen all my tricks either, so.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm not a shaman. I said
Yes,
that
you
before.
are. Yes, you are. You're a shaman. You're just pronouncing the word wrong.
It's lost in translation.
Yes. You say something with what's something. I don't know what that
Was
means.
shaman.
But
With some-
yeah, I was a shaman. A sanctioned was a shaman.
There
It
you
must
go.
be a clan of some
Sanctioned
kind.
with a shaman.
Yeah, it must be some kind of clan. I was a shaman.
I agree with this logic. This logic has many
That's not-
pros.
I'll
know.
have to explain the difference afterwards.
I refuse to hear it. Hang on, sanctioned was.
So I'm just gonna stand there, like be gaping while he does this.
You manage to burn through the outer layers of the metal, and with the intelligence, you manage to be watching what's going on to the point that you know when to pull the orb back to not
Right.
damage what's
Yeah.
inside.
Like I'm basically doing thermite.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that kind of thing.
You managed to get the first crate open, and this is a 4 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot crate filled with what looks like
Metal.
high quality redwood
Oh,
stocks.
redwood. Okay. Redwood stocks. They would make good clubs, wouldn't they?
They would, yes. They would also make great stocks.
Yes,
You have a
but
point.
the people that we're going to may not see them as stocks. They would see them as very nice clubs.
Very
The
true.
Iron Masters would.
The Iron Masters would, yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. They would say, "Ooh, very good."
Hang on, out of
Hooba Booba.
character, does Aldrin like how much does Aldrin know about like the planet, the layout?
I know a lot. Quite
You
a
know a
bit.
lot.
I got
Okay.
a natural 20 on.
Yeah, sure, but if I have a natural 20 about Australia, I still couldn't tell them.
No,
tell you what,
the thing to bear in mind is that
I don't know. Stop it.
Fenris and Prospero, which is the home of the Thousand Suns, are two worlds that are intrinsically linked in their mythology.
Mm-hmm.
And unlike Fenris, Prospero is a hive of learning and universities and knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So they are much better informed about you than you are about them.
Absolutely.
So they were a bit more lucky when they crash landed on their planet than we did on ours.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
They live in giant golden towers where the people of the world work side by side with their gods to learn.
Yeah, but then again,
knowledge.
we didn't get fucking corrupted like
This
punk ass
is true.
bitches,
This
while
is
they
true.
did. So obviously we had the winning strategy.
Because you're a bunch of fucking tribes.
No, because we are strategic and
Anyway.
Too dumb.
And
too
we
dumb
kill
to be
anyone who
corrupted.
disagrees with us.
Too dumb to be corrupted, exactly. So, second grade, I do the same thing. And now that I know when to pull back and everything, it'll go much smoothly, right?
Yeah, what you'll do is this time when you roll your intelligence check, roll it with advantage.
Okay.
There's still a chance to mess it up because each crate was burned a different amount. So
Right. Okay.
And I imagine the things in them have varying degrees of flammability.
Mhm.
And then intelligence check with advantage, 20. And then I guess I'll do it again. Because why not? That's a crit this time. Gee. Just rolling all the good stuff.
damn, son, save some for later.
21.
No, seriously, you need to save these for
Yeah,
later.
I know.
You need to
sorry.
stop that and start rolling twos, alright? We almost died from 2 fucking baby krakens. We can't be wasting rolls like that for this shit.
Okay. You
and a 58.
managed to open the other 2 crates. In one crate, you find a massive melted lump of nickel.
Nickel. Oh, okay. What is nickel good for?
Well,
What
you know
was nickel good for in the
Making nickels.
what was nickel for in the process of creating the guns?
well, you know that this was nickel wire originally,
Ah, right. Okay.
and it was used for a lot of filigree. But obviously, having been wire, it was quite susceptible to heat, and it fused. So you now have about a 105-pound lump of nickel.
I mean, still, it's worth
What is-
something for a lot of people, so...
yeah, what is nickel good for?
It's nearly a person-sized lump.
Yeah.
What is nickel good for? I don't know. That's.
Oh, we would have to Google.
I mean, to be fair, we, like Fenrisians, wouldn't know the difference
It's
between
metal.
Yeah, exactly, it's metal. We don't... So,
Nickel is
we could-
mostly mixed with
Yeah,
other
but-
metals to make other
but-
things.
Yeah,
I
but
don't want
we
to. Yeah.
no,
so
but,
wait.
but we could sell it
Yeah,
like
Doc.
metal.
One
Yeah.
thing that Aldrin would be clued up on enough to know about would be that nickel and iron create steel.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Got it.
That
Nickel
would
and iron
that
create
would
steel.
be a good use of nickel. It's used to temper other metals.
It's used in stainless steel, alloy steel, and a bunch of other alloys. It's mostly mixed with other metal.
Yes.
or used on its own for like jewelry.
And like I said, it was originally the original purpose was it was filigree.
Because it's a fairly pretty metal, and it's cheap.
It
And the
makes
third
guns
crate.
look very nice while not being too expensive.
Right. And the third.
The third crate contains an almost intact spool of nickel wire.
Okay.
So
Almost. So there's like splotches of it.
there are splotches on the outer edges that are fused, but then kind of once you start to peel away those, the wire underneath is intact.
Okay. So, nickel and stocks, redwood stocks.
I rolled a d3 for each case between the three things that could have been in the crates.
Okay.
Definitely don't let the coming up tribe know that we have this stuff.
I mean, unless we want to trade it.
Not even for trade, not with these guys. I
No?
don't think
Okay.
trading this. I think they'll just kill us.
I mean, we can fill them out first before we bring this up. Maybe, depending on how they are, we can change our mind. But I agree, from like the get-go, we shouldn't like lead out with this.
I mean, we shouldn't even really necessarily lead out with trading because, you know,
Honestly, I don't know what the best way would be to approach them, but that's later us problem. Right now, us problem is to survive for 2 weeks.
I mean, future me hates me, though.
Yeah. But you know what? That's future me's problem.
Yeah, he's always had this thing against me since he started putting on weight.
so
Yeah. And regarding the shifts for steering this thing, during the night we agreed that Tay and Seeger could...
Because I can give myself dark vision for the entire night.
Exactly, and Seeger can...
He can also watch or steer. It's up to him.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like he has a lot of advantages because he is a hunter, but that means that you guys shouldn't be steering at the same time because you have different types of advantages. So
I'm really just like, I will watch whenever someone wants me to watch.
yeah, but if we can kind of place it so that you can watch during the night and sleep during the morning, that would be better. And by the way,
because I do not have to sleep, I can have 4 hours of light activity, I believe. I will stay up and take watch the entire night.
are we at the full HP now?
Why would you be at full
Alright.
HP?
I don't know, I slept.
For a long rest?
After the long rest, yes. Sorry, I thought you were still working out your watches before the long rest. Or
No, I'm gonna-
does Madman just does Harold just go to sleep while the rest are working out the watches?
I don't think I'm doing a watch.
Fuck's sake, man.
Yeah, we
What
want
you're
to
talking
make
about.
sure we want to do rotating shifts with one person, me, always up. We want to have
Are we explaining
the
this to the
hunter.
tribals?
yes.
Yeah.
We want to have
Ward,
the hunter.
Like we're explaining it to you because we've done this before countless times.
Yeah.
The tribals have, like, literally monthly. We do this.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it is a fairly common practice.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go into details besides like just explaining how things are done.
Where's my notes?
Okay, never mind then.
Continue, our leader.
No, you guys don't want to hear it, so
No, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Here's our fearless leader that you all
Yeah,
appointed.
yeah.
Ah,
So listen to him.
Sure. Point being,
Anyhow,
The hunter's on point
sorry,
at all
sorry.
times.
Yeah.
And basically, there's going to be 3 people watching at every moment.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Is there precautions one can do for krakens? I know Sigurd asked about this earlier, but I'm thinking like guards or something at the sides, so it can't just attack us with a 10-foot reach from any direction.
No, they would do that anyway. We can't secure all of the boat railing sides.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it would just be a fortress at that point.
I'm just thinking about doing it at the like crate side, so we don't lose any.
I would
supplies.
recommend just leaving it open, because then we could openly dump more food if we need to.
Yeah, you have seen different tribes try various things through the years.
Mm-hmm.
From affixing sharp teeth or sharp stones to the undersides of the boat to deter things grabbing on. You've seen lining the edges of the boats with various either sharp or otherwise unpleasant substances. You've seen, like I mentioned before, dressing the underside of the ship as a sea dragon to try to scare them off. Most of them, though, would require the boat being out of the water to do them.
Okay.
You have seen some attempts at stringing up nets between the pontoons, just to mean that something can't come up between them. Usually, though, it's only going to be a mild deterrent, because anything that's going to come up between there is going to end up tearing up the net. It just gives it another step before it gets to you.
Okay. Okay, just checking. In that case, I will just be ready with my electricity and point out this time that electricity, like, it travels alongside water, so being in the water with it is not beneficial for your health.
Let's hope it doesn't rain then.
Oh, I can do that too.
No, let's not. It's cold out, Shaman.
Yeah, it is cold. I mean, you are, in freezing weather on the ocean. It's not nice, but it's not deadly at this point to you. You know enough about it to survive.
Mm-hmm.
The night passes without event.